Welcome to Audiobook Zone. Today, we are thrilled to bring you an insightful audiobook experience of The Happiness Advantage: How a Positive Brain Fuels Success in Work and Life by Shawn Achor. This book, rooted in positive psychology, explores how cultivating happiness can lead to greater success in every area of life, from work to personal relationships. Let's begin this journey into understanding how a positive mindset can be the foundation of a more successful and fulfilling life. Introduction. The traditional narrative suggests that success leads to happiness. Work hard, achieve your goals, and happiness will follow. But what if this narrative is flawed? The Happiness Advantage argues that happiness isn't just the result of success, it's the driving force behind it. By prioritizing happiness and adopting a positive mindset, we unlock our brain's full potential, enabling us to achieve more, bounce back from setbacks faster, and even improve our physical health. Throughout this audiobook, we'll explore the principles that form the foundation of the Happiness Advantage, providing you with actionable strategies to cultivate happiness and use it as a tool for success. These principles are based on extensive research in psychology and neuroscience, revealing how our mental state profoundly influences our ability to thrive. Chapter 1: The Happiness Advantage. The central concept of the book is the happiness advantage. It challenges the conventional wisdom that success brings happiness, proposing instead that happiness is what leads to success. The happiness advantage refers to the psychological edge gained when our brain is in a positive state. When we are happy, our brains become more efficient, resilient, and creative, allowing us to perform at our best. Imagine starting your day with a positive mindset. How do you feel? Energized? Focused? Ready to tackle the day? That's the happiness advantage in action. It's not just about feeling good, it's about harnessing the power of positivity to enhance your productivity, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. Studies show that when people are happy, they are 31% more productive, have 37% higher sales, and are 3 times more creative than when they are in a neutral or negative state. This advantage is not just limited to work. In your personal life, a positive mindset can lead to stronger relationships, better health, and greater overall well-being. When you're happy, you're more likely to engage with others, build meaningful connections, and navigate challenges with grace. To cultivate the happiness advantage, the book suggests simple yet powerful practices such as gratitude. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on what you're grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right in your life, fostering a positive mindset. Exercise. Physical activity is a natural mood booster. Regular exercise increases the production of endorphins, the brain's feel-good chemicals, which can help reduce stress and anxiety. Meditation. Meditation helps you focus on the present moment, reducing stress and enhancing your ability to remain calm and centered. Acts of kindness. Engaging in acts of kindness towards others can boost your mood and create a sense of connection and purpose. These practices may seem simple, but their effects are profound. By integrating them into your daily routine, you can begin to experience the happiness advantage and see how it transforms your life. Chapter 2: The Fulcrum and the Lever. The fulcrum and the lever is a metaphor for understanding how our mindset can either limit or expand our potential. In physics, a lever is a tool that amplifies force, but the effectiveness of a lever depends on the position of the fulcrum, the pivot point. In life, our mindset is the fulcrum, and our potential is the lever. By shifting our mindset, we can increase our leverage and achieve more with less effort. Consider how you approach a challenging task. If your mindset is fixed and negative, you might think, "I can't do this, it's too hard." This mindset positions the fulcrum in a way that limits your leverage, making the task seem insurmountable. However, if you adopt a growth-oriented mindset, you might think, "This is challenging, but I can learn and improve." This shift in perspective moves the fulcrum, increasing your leverage and enabling you to tackle the task more effectively. The fulcrum and the lever concept is closely related to the idea of a growth mindset. A growth mindset, as proposed by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This contrasts with a fixed mindset, where individuals believe their abilities are static and unchangeable. When you adopt a growth mindset, you're more likely to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as a path to mastery. This mindset shift not only enhances your ability to succeed, but also makes the journey more enjoyable and fulfilling. One way to apply this principle is to reframe your challenges. Instead of viewing obstacles as threats, see them as opportunities to grow. Ask yourself, how can I use this situation to learn and improve? By shifting your mindset in this way, you reposition the fulcrum, giving yourself the leverage to achieve more. Another practical application is to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Instead of fixating on the end result, pay attention to the steps you're taking along the way. This approach helps you stay engaged and motivated even when progress is slow. Ultimately, the fulcrum and the lever principle teaches us that our potential is not fixed. It's determined by our mindset. By choosing to see challenges as opportunities and adopting a growth-oriented perspective, we can unlock our full potential and achieve more than we ever thought possible. Chapter 3: The Tetris Effect. The Tetris effect is a phenomenon where the brain becomes conditioned to see patterns based on repeated activities or experiences. In the context of life, the Tetris effect refers to the brain's ability to recognize patterns of thought, whether positive or negative. When our brains are conditioned to focus on negative patterns, such as mistakes, setbacks, or threats, we're more likely to experience stress, anxiety, and unhappiness. However, the Tetris effect can also be used to our advantage by training our brains to focus on positive patterns. Think about the game Tetris for a moment. After playing for an extended period, players often find themselves seeing Tetris shapes everywhere in their dreams, in the arrangement of objects around them, and even in their thoughts. This is the Tetris effect in action. Your brain becomes so attuned to recognizing patterns that it continues to do so, even outside of the game. In life, the Tetris effect can work similarly. If you spend your days focusing on the negative problems, failures, and obstacles, your brain will start to see negativity everywhere. But if you train your brain to focus on the positive, successes, opportunities, and solutions, you'll begin to see more of those as well. One of the key strategies to harness the positive Tetris effect is through the practice of gratitude. By taking time each day to reflect on what you're grateful for, you're effectively training your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your life. Over time, this practice can shift your default mode of thinking from negative to positive, helping you to see opportunities where others see only obstacles. Another technique is to practice mindful awareness. This involves paying attention to the thoughts that run through your mind and consciously choosing to focus on the positive ones. For example, if you find yourself dwelling on a mistake you made, try to redirect your thoughts to what you've learned from the experience and how you can use that knowledge to improve in the future. The Tetris effect teaches us that our thoughts shape our reality. By consciously directing our focus towards the positive, we can rewire our brains to see more opportunities, feel more optimistic, and experience greater happiness. It's a powerful reminder that we have more control over our mindset than we might think. Chapter 4: Falling Up. Falling up is a principle that explores how we can turn setbacks into opportunities for growth. The idea is that while failure is a natural part of life, it's our response to failure that determines our future success. Rather than letting failure define us, we can use it as a catalyst for personal and professional development. Life is full of ups and downs, and failure is something we all experience at some point. However, the way we interpret and react to failure makes all the difference. Falling up teaches us that setbacks don't have to be the end of the story. They can be the beginning of a new chapter. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's resilience in the face of failure is a perfect example of falling up. Instead of giving up after numerous failed attempts to invent the light bulb, he saw each failure as a step closer to success. This mindset allowed him to persevere until he finally achieved his goal. The key to falling up is to shift your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as a reflection of your abilities, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this setback to improve? By reframing failure in this way, you turn it into a valuable learning opportunity. Another important aspect of falling up is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and it's a crucial skill for navigating life's challenges. Resilient people don't avoid failure, they embrace it as part of the journey. They understand that setbacks are temporary, and that with the right mindset, they can overcome them and emerge stronger. To build resilience, it's important to develop a growth mindset. This means believing that your abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. When you encounter a setback, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," try thinking, "I can get better with practice." This shift in mindset helps you stay motivated and focused, even in the face of adversity. Falling up reminds us that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the process. By adopting a growth mindset and learning from our setbacks, we can turn obstacles into opportunities and continue moving forward on our path to success. Chapter 5: The Zoro Circle. The Zoro Circle is a principle that emphasizes the importance of starting small to regain control during stressful situations. The concept is inspired by the story of Zoro, the legendary masked hero who began his journey by mastering a small circle before expanding his reach. The Zoro Circle teaches us that when we feel overwhelmed, the key to success is to focus on manageable tasks that are within our control. Imagine you're facing a daunting project at work, and the sheer scope of it leaves you feeling paralyzed. The Zoro Circle suggests that instead of trying to tackle the entire project at once, you start by focusing on a small, manageable part of it. By breaking the project down into smaller tasks and completing them one by one, you gradually build confidence and momentum. Over time, these small victories add up, enabling you to conquer the larger challenge. The Zoro Circle is particularly useful during times of high stress or when you're feeling overwhelmed. When life feels chaotic and out of control, narrowing your focus to what you can control helps you regain a sense of order and direction. It's about taking control of your life one small step at a time. One practical way to apply the Zoro Circle is to create a to-do list that prioritizes tasks by importance and complexity. Start with the most straightforward tasks and work your way up to the more complex ones. As you check off each task, you'll build momentum and confidence, making it easier to tackle the more challenging items on your list. Another application of the Zoro Circle is to set specific, achievable goals. Instead of setting vague goals like get fit or save money, break them down into smaller, actionable steps. For example, instead of saying get fit, set a goal to exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week. Instead of save money, set a goal to save a specific amount each month. By focusing on these smaller goals, you'll make steady progress towards your larger objectives. The Zoro Circle teaches us that even the most daunting challenges can be overcome by starting small and focusing on what we can control. By taking one step at a time, we can build the confidence and momentum needed to achieve our goals and navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Chapter 6: The 20-Second Rule. The 20-second rule is a practical strategy for making positive habits easier to adopt and negative habits harder to maintain. The idea is based on the concept of activation energy, which is the initial energy required to start a task or habit. By reducing the activation energy for positive habits and increasing it for negative habits, you can significantly improve your chances of success. Let's say you want to start exercising regularly, but you find it difficult to get motivated. The 20-second rule suggests making it easier to start your workout by reducing the barriers to entry. For example, you could lay out your workout clothes the night before or keep your exercise equipment in a convenient location. These small changes reduce the activation energy needed to start your workout, making it more likely that you'll follow through. On the other hand, if you're trying to break a bad habit like watching too much TV, the 20-second rule suggests increasing the activation energy for that habit. You could do this by removing the batteries from the remote control or placing the TV in a less accessible room. These small obstacles make it more difficult to engage in the habit, reducing the likelihood that you'll do so. The 20-second rule is a powerful tool for behavior change because it recognizes that our environment plays a significant role in our habits. By making small adjustments to our environment, we can make it easier to stick to positive habits and harder to fall back into negative ones. To apply the 20-second rule, start by identifying a positive habit you want to develop and a negative habit you want to break. Then, think of ways to reduce the activation energy for the positive habit and increase it for the negative one. For example, if you want to read more, keep a book on your nightstand or carry one with you during the day. If you want to reduce your time on social media, delete the apps from your phone or set up time limits. Over time, these small adjustments can lead to significant improvements in your behavior and overall well-being. The 20-second rule teaches us that behavior change doesn't have to be difficult. Sometimes, it's as simple as making it easier to do the right thing and harder to do the wrong thing. Chapter 7: Social Investment. The final principle in the happiness advantage is social investment, which highlights the importance of relationships in achieving happiness and success. In challenging times, our instinct might be to withdraw and isolate ourselves, but this principle teaches that investing in social connections is crucial for resilience and growth. Humans are social creatures by nature, and our well-being is closely tied to the quality of our relationships. Research shows that strong social networks provide emotional support, increase our sense of belonging, and even boost our physical health. When we invest in our relationships, we're not only enhancing our own well-being, but also creating a support system that helps us navigate life's challenges. Social investment encourages you to actively nurture your relationships. This could be as simple as reaching out to a friend, spending quality time with family, or offering support to a colleague. The key is to recognize that your success is not just about your individual efforts. It's also about the connections you build and the support you give and receive. One way to strengthen your social connections is to practice active listening. When you engage in conversations, focus on truly understanding the other person's perspective rather than just waiting for your turn to speak. This shows that you value their thoughts and feelings, which can deepen your relationship. Another way to invest in your relationships is to show appreciation. Express gratitude for the people in your life and let them know how much they mean to you. Whether it's a simple thank you or a heartfelt note, these small gestures can go a long way in strengthening your bonds. Social investment also involves being there for others in times of need. Offering support, whether it's emotional, financial, or simply being present, helps build trust and loyalty in your relationships. This mutual support creates a strong foundation for both you and those around you to thrive. In times of stress or difficulty, don't hesitate to lean on your social network for support. Whether it's confiding in a friend, seeking advice from a mentor, or spending time with loved ones, these connections can provide the strength and resilience you need to overcome challenges. Social investment teaches us that we don't have to face life's challenges alone. By investing in our relationships, we build a network of support that not only enhances our happiness, but also contributes to our overall success. Conclusion: the Happiness Advantage offers powerful insights into how happiness drives success. The book's key principles, the happiness advantage, the fulcrum and the lever, the tetris effect, falling up, the zoro circle, the 20-second rule, and social investment provide practical strategies for cultivating a positive mindset and using it to fuel your personal and professional growth. These principles remind us that happiness isn't just a destination, it's a journey that fuels our success along the way. By embracing a positive mindset, focusing on growth, turning challenges into opportunities, and nurturing our relationships, we can create a more fulfilling and successful life. As you reflect on the principles discussed in this audiobook, think about how you can apply them to your own life. Consider the areas where you could benefit from a more positive mindset and start taking small steps to cultivate happiness and success. Thank you for joining us at Audiobook Zone for this audiobook of the Happiness Advantage. If you enjoyed this recording, please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more enlightening books that will help you grow and succeed. Keep learning, keep growing, and ride the waves of wisdom with us.